right, ladies and gentlemen, I am Jay McKnight here at Chiller Theater with a man who needs absolutely no introduction because the saxophone itself does the introduction for him. What a legend and what a time to have to spend with you here at this event. I mean, there have been so many generations of people that know your music based on one movie, just one movie, and that's the power that your performance had in that movie. Now, how do you feel about something like that?
You know what? The only thing I think, when people, probably when you interview people about movies, the first thing they say is, "Oh God, it took so long. Oh, we had to do 1,000,000 takes. Oh boy, people thought that sounds so." This literally was 2 hours of my life. I played with Tina Turner for 20 years.
Right.
This was 2 hours, and that is what people know. And I swear to you that we got there about maybe 8 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, we were back at the Holiday Inn having a party in Corey Haim's room.
Corey Haim, he's a nut, man. He was
what? I am so glad I got to meet that guy. This is really true. We're having a party in his room. It was getting a little loud. It was getting a little raucous.
Of course.
Somebody called the cops. Corey said, at the time, he was a little kid, right? He says to us, "Watch this." Cops come to the door. He goes out, and I mean, he charmed them so much. They had their arms around him. They were saying, okay, you don't, no problem. You just have a good time with your friends. He was absolutely the most charismatic person, even as a little kid.
And you know what's funny? I always say about the 80s characters, the guys that came up in the 80s.
Yes.
There's not much like that anymore. You know what I mean? In
Do
film.
you think so?
I do. I don't think that. When I look at films back in the 80s,
yeah,
I can watch Lost Boys. I can watch anything that was done in the 80s.
Yeah.
And I feel when I turn it on and I watch it, I'm comfortable. I'm at home. You know what I mean? It brings me to a good place in my head.
Sure.
Now, I love film and everything else like that, but what I'm saying is like the actors, they're different. The comedy is different. The charisma of modern acting is so much different than it was back then, which is why
there's a lot of talent around. You got to admit.
There's a lot of talent, but I will say, there's no way. Like, I use you as a great example of this, a perfect example. If I saw you in the street, I would know exactly who you are. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, that's what it is. I would know who you are. I would remember. I know your history with the music and everything else as well. But I mean, like I said to you, you just proved it for me. 2 hours of your time lasted generations.
I got to tell you something. It's like sometimes the things that you have no idea, you're just there, you're just doing your very best, and you have no idea that it would ever hit, you know what I mean, like that it would ever touch people so much. 30 years later, sometimes I get people coming, 3 generations, grandparents my age, they bring their kids, they turn their kids onto the movie, and now the grandkids are coming, and they're all...
And you look great. If you're for a grandparent, you look great. I hope the hell I look this good when I'm your age.
Thank you very much.
Christ.
That's very nice of you.
Well, I am Jay McKnight here at Chiller Theater, and thank you very much.